as we take our seats, could we go to verse 3? As I had mentioned, one of the ways to know are you part of the body is by actually experiencing the body and saying, no, these are my people, or you feel this divide, I can't relate. And even as verse 3 said, let those refuse to sing that never knew our God. Genuine believers understand the weight of that statement because of how much God has done for them and how much they know He deserves all the glory, all the honor, and all the adoration. It's like those who never knew Him, let them refuse to sing, but for me, I'll sing. It goes on, but children of the heavenly King may speak their joys abroad. That's coming from the heart. And so, even as we're singing these songs, and even as I've read out verse 3, is that something that you relate to? Is that something that you know is true about you because you have experienced God, you know Him, you walk with Him? And so, the next song we're going to sing, we're going to do it while we're seated. I am thine, O Lord. Oh, but before we sing it, actually, one of the things that happened when this song was about to be written was Fanny Crosby, who was blind from an early age. She was having this discussion with one of our friends, one of the people who work with her when she's writing hymns, about how their closeness to God, and from that discussion, how it impacted her. She went, and in the night, she was thinking through, how could I express this in song? And she came up with the line, I am thine, O Lord. She told the person the next day, and they composed this song. But is that something that we are familiar with? We're in conversations about God when we're so taken by it that for the people who have been given gifts of art, we want to express it through art. When we come to church and we're singing, we want to sing because this is something that we want. This is something that we desire. This is something that we get excited about, knowing God, being close to God. And so even as we sing this song, sing it with that background, that this is coming from a heart that loves God and wants to be in His presence. for the next two songs, we'll sing them while we're rising. So after we're done with the next song, don't sit down. So for the next song we're going to sing is Oh What a Wonderful, Wonderful Day. The background of the song is that the authors were inspired while they were at a Bible college conference in 1961, when after the preaching was done, it was an opportunity for testimonies to be given. And one of the guests had gone to give their testimony. And it was a wonderful testimony. But one of the lines that they had said, which was even adopted in the song, was, "It seemed as if heaven came down and glory filled my soul." So even as we reflect over the words of these songs, is this something that we're like, yeah, I remember this day. I remember when something like this happened to me. I remember when the words of these songs were a reality in my life. Even as we sing these songs, but to the believers, sing, because you know this is what happened to you. You know this is what you went through. You know what God rescued you from. And not just fleeing hell, but even when you came to faith, how much joy and peace and growth and blessings that He has bestowed on you. Sing with the joy that came with all that. So, shall we rise? Down and glory filled my soul. After the verse, please echo. Heaven, heaven came down and glory filled my soul. Echo again. Filled my soul. When at the cross the Savior made me whole.